Hi, everyone. I'm Laura Swihart, and I'm the Development Associate at the Alaska Sea Life Center, or ASLC. On May 27th, 2021, a hiker walking along a beach stumbled across a harbor seal pup, alone, covered in blood, and with no mom in sight. Within hours, a trained wildlife response team of specialists were on the scene. A responding veterinarian surgically removed the placenta right there on the beach, and this pup, who we now know as Tuck, was admitted to the ASLC Wildlife Response Program at only 6 hours old. The Alaska Sea Life Center is a marine research facility and public aquarium in Seward, and it's the only licensed marine mammal rehabilitation center in Alaska. The animals admitted to wildlife response get a second chance at life, but their impact goes even further. Each rescue generates critical data that fuels research on ocean health, climate change, and wildlife conservation, work that's shared both in scientific journals and with over 150,000 visitors each year. ASLC is the intersection between wild ecosystems, conservation research, and the Alaska tourism industry. Our CEO, Dr. Wei-Ying Wong, first came to the organization as our Chief Science and Education Officer and leads with a depth of expertise in marine science and executive strategy. While my primary focus currently is development, my background is in customer service, and we are currently building out our guest experience team with a particular focus on hospitality expertise. With expert staff in every area from vet care to hospitality, the center is perfectly positioned as a leader in conservation tourism.
Welcome to Seward. It's a small coastal town and is home to Alaska's major cruise ship terminal. This means many ships start or end their voyage from Seward rather than just a quick pit stop. Because of this, Seward has one main issue. It has hundreds of thousands of annual visitors, yet only 460 hotel rooms to host them. This discrepancy is the fuel behind our venture idea, and we plan to meet this unmet demand for hospitality. Right now, this gorgeous waterfront space on the left is used as a storage area. Our idea is to transform it into a luxury glamping experience, and on the right, you can see exactly what that would look like. With thermal tents and amenities like saunas, cold plunges, and fire pits, we're transforming the area. What's important to note is that we're not building from scratch. Instead, we're leveraging unused space to build this venture. The glamping market is attractive, and right now is the perfect time to enter. The total market size is around $4 billion, and it's growing at a strong 10% CAGR. Tents are the second largest segment, and so we have really favorable market dynamics at our back. Within Seward itself, we project a sizable total addressable market of over $2 million, and our goal is to be the leading glamping experience within the city, and we believe that this is well within reach. Our target market will primarily be the 220,000 annual cruise passengers. In Alaska, we expect this offer to be really popular amongst families. And then within those two subgroups, we'll be targeting millennials, and with a special emphasis on tourists looking for an immersive stay. Within Seward, we'll compete with traditional hotels, short-term rentals like Airbnbs, and other wilderness lodging. We believe that our offering is both differentiated and superior to each of these, though, allowing us to charge a premium. We believe this because in hospitality, location is paramount, and the ASLC happens to be in the perfect possible spot. It's both directly waterfront and right next to downtown, meaning every visitor gets the best of both worlds. Our venture combines luxury, uniqueness, and perhaps most importantly, an impact-driven mission. We can sell to every customer that their stay helps save another seal, and quite frankly, none of our competitors can rival that. Internationally, we face competitors as other zoos and aquariums offer glamping experiences. This includes the San Diego Zoo and the Disney Animal Kingdom. But we view these competitors as positives, though, because one, they're not near Alaska, and two, they help validate that this is a successful business model that works across different geographies and climates. We're going to pursue a concentrated marketing strategy and focus into a couple of channels. First, we'll host a grand opening event with popular travel influencers to gather some excitement online. Second, we'll put heavy emphasis on travel blogs because we feel that this is where most tourists plan their trips. Visitors will be able to book through the ASLC website directly or through conventional hotel booking platforms like hotels.com. In hospitality, two KPIs really decide the success of a business: occupancy rate and online reviews. We hope to maximize both of these through our 5-year plan. Our focused marketing strategy that I just outlined will help buoy occupancy rates. And to maximize 5-star reviews, we're going to make sure that every guest gets a high quality experience. We're pinching no pennies in tents nor amenities, and we're offering around the clock support to every guest. Right now, the ASLC is in the process of hiring a staff member with hospitality expertise to support this venture um, and get this goal aligned. For revenue projections, we assume a conservative 63% occupancy rate. We also added a 25% markup due to our location and our differentiation, which gives a price point of over $450. This would include admission to the center for all guests included as well. That outputs $370,000 in annual revenue just from bookings alone, so not including our ancillary revenue streams, which would be a significant boost to the center. Now, diving into our financial projections, you can see that upfront costs are substantial at over $350,000. But this is mitigated by the fact that just in year one alone, we generate more revenue than all initial costs. And within the first 3 years, we recuperate our entire investment. This makes for a fantastic opportunity for the center. So, why is this venture viable? First, like we mentioned, there's huge unmet demand here for overnight stays in Seward, which means that we'll get high booking levels in year one and onwards. Second, are those advantages that we already outlined, like uniqueness and impact-driven mission that other rivals cannot match. And then lastly, we're taking advantage of one of the center's strongest attributes, which is their location. Seward is right next to other tourist attractions like the Kenai Forge National Park. So we have multiple tailwinds driving tourism towards Seward. All of these together create attributes towards a really attractive financial return with a rapid payback period, an IRR of over 18%, and a MOIC of nearly 1.5 in just the first 3 years. What matters most, though, is not financial return. Ultimately, it's the impact we can have on the surrounding ecosystem. And every single stay will help turn a visitor into a wildlife advocate because they'll sleep right next to the seal that was saved the night before. And when they wake up, they'll see orcas swimming through the ocean and hear the sounds of native birds in the sky. More tangibly, just 1 month of profits funds 100% of animal medicine for a year, and 1 year of profits covers all of the animal food needed in that year for the center. That's an entire expense the center no longer has to worry about, and they can better focus on saving animals just like Tuck.
Tuck's story would have ended on that beach in May, but because of the Alaska Sea Life Center, even though he has a complex neurological condition, he's celebrating his fifth birthday this month. Over 500,000 people have visited him and learned how they can be a part of protecting the ecosystem that seals like Tuck depend on.
So, with that being said, our ask is for $150,000 to help cover 42% of the upfront costs of building the campground. We recognize that this is an ambitious figure, but believe the financial and social returns speak for themselves. Thank you so much for listening.